It's time for the My 11 Circle Fantasy Pick on ESPNcricinfo. We're here to talk about KKR versus Mumbai Indians. That's match number 5. And we're in the astute company of Dasgupta and Aakash Chopra. Up first, we've got a pro tip for you. Pack your team with top order batsmen and power-packed all-rounders. Deep and Aakash, are you okay with this pro tip?
I am actually, because it's all about the top order batsmen. When you talk about 20 overs, it's only 120 balls. So they do get a bigger say in a game. And when you talk about big hitters, they give you two things. One, that explosiveness, because when you talk about this game, there will be a Pollard on one side, Russell on the other side. And also there are extra points for 4s and 6s, right? So, of course, there's nothing to disagree with, Manish. What you've just said is perfect.
Deep, did our team get it right?
What Aakash had mentioned, and the pro tip is kind of agree to it, not completely, because you also have to remember that in the first few games, the openers, it hasn't been that easy, the first 6-7 overs. So you also back people who you know can build an innings, not just go out there and go and go bang bang from ball one.
Also, a quick reminder, all players are available for selection. No injuries, no one under quarantine. Also, a quick reminder of the rules for all of you. Note that every user on My 11 Circle has 100 credit available to form their team. Each player has been assigned individual credit values. Users have to pick players from 4 categories: batsmen, all-rounders, wicket keepers, bowlers, with a maximum of only 7 players from one particular team allowed. Right, let's give you a look into our team, the captain and the vice-captain. We've got Quinton de Kock, the keeper batsman, at the top as the captain. Remember, he got off to a flying start in the opening game against CSK, but failed to make it big. If you look at his numbers from last year, the highest number of runs in the power play in 2019, that was 352, and MI will be hoping that he repeats that. Our vice-captain is SUNIL Narine. He bats at the top and will bowl his full quota of 4 overs. Narine is a great vice-captain choice. Remember, last year, his strike rate in the power play was a whopping 172, and he picked up 6 wickets at an astonishing economy of 4.55 in the CPL. So that's Quinton de Kock, the captain. Sunil Narine, the all-rounder. Among our top picks are Eoin Morgan, Hardik Pandya, and Andre Russell. Eoin Morgan is coming off a pretty good series against Australia at home. Now, his style of batting should work in his favour against the Mumbai Indians. Now, since 2017, Morgan in T20s has struck at 153 versus pace and 130 against spin. Given that MI only has 2 spinners, out of which one is left-arm orthodox, this guy should do well. Hardik Pandya, always a steal. Now, he is someone who will bat in the top order. Rohit Sharma likes to promote him above Pollard. He could have a big impact as well. And then there is Andre Russell, the beast. When he's on song, he seems unstoppable. He had a very ordinary CPL by his own standards, but remember that breathtaking innings of 80 or 40 last year against MI. He also took 2 for 25. So, gentlemen, Quinton de Kock, Sunil Narine, Morgan, Pandya, and Russell are our top picks. Aakash, any changes to this?
I would actually put Pollard ahead of Pandya. Pandya hasn't bowled, and I don't expect him to bowl, to be honest. There is something that you and I and Deep perhaps don't know. So if he's not bowling, and I would be actually requesting MI to promote Pollard up the order. They're not giving him enough balls. So just one swap there. The rest looks fine. And yes, among the top picks, this is absolutely fine. Narine and Russell, that's also a toss-up, is what I feel, because there is less help for the spinners. There's a bit more for the faster bowlers, and these are early days in the IPL. So that's another thing to keep in mind.
Deep, okay with these 5?
I'm going to go with Aakash in that, because the fact that Andre Russell hasn't really bowled again in the CPL. But having said that, Pollard has. So, it'll be very difficult to accommodate Narine, Russell and Pollard at the same time. So you've got to pick judiciously 2 out of those 3. And keep in mind that Pollard has bowled, and there is a chance that he might come up the order, as Aakash mentioned. As far as Russell is concerned, he hasn't bowled as yet, and they use him only in the last 3-4 overs so far. So, choice is yours.
Right, we saw what Navdeep Saini did in RCB's first game. And so our differential pick for this game for all of you is Kamlesh Nagarkoti, the young quick from Rajasthan who played his last competitive game in early 2018. Now, injuries have bothered him, but he had an impressive Under-19 World Cup in 2018. Nagarkoti still bowls at 150 clicks, according to the KKR captain, and he could play a crucial role as well for this team this year. So Kamlesh Nagarkoti of KKR is our differential pick. And let's take a look at the recommended 11. Quinton de Kock, the keeper and the captain. 4 batsmen: Rohit Sharma, Shubman Gill, Morgan, Nitish Rana. We've got 3 all-rounders in Hardik Pandya, Andre Russell and Sunil Narine, and we've packed it with 3 bowlers in Jasprit Bumrah, Trent Bolt and Kamlesh Nagarkoti, with Cummins, Kuldeep Yadav, Kyron Pollard and James Pattinson as the 4 substitutes. Gentlemen, are you okay with this lineup? Deep?
I'm going to add Kuldeep there. I would want to add Kuldeep there because I have a feeling that these 5-6 months break that he got, he's going to be a different bowler than what we've seen him in the last year and a half. So I'm gonna hedge on him.
And just to add to what Deep is saying, I think, yes, Kuldeep is going to have a big say. It's a huge ground. And even though finger spinners are not getting a lot of purchase of the surface, wrist spinners should. The other guy I would want to actually, a straight swap in place of Nitish Rana, I'll go with Surya Kumar Yadav. Somebody who bats at 3, and the fact that it will be second game. Nitish Rana's will be first. So Sky in place of Nitish Rana and find a way to get Kuldeep Yadav in. Against big hitters, you need someone like Kuldeep Yadav.
Wow, quite a few changes from our expert side. You saw our recommended 11. You saw what the experts had to say. Thank you very much, Deep and Aakash. That's it for now on My 11 Circle Fantasy Pick on ESPN Cricinfo.